Hey everyone, welcome to Purling Through Life. My name is Melissa and I'm coming to you from the suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia. I hope everyone is doing well. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So this is my channel and it's all about knitting and crochet and yarn. And today is supposed to be a weekly update video, but because I didn't do a video last week, it is a 2-week update video. And I feel like I do have a lot to share with you, but I feel like I should have a little bit more knitting and crocheting to show you. But because it's the summer and I've been outside doing summer things and being with my grandkids and stuff like that, I guess it's a little bit less than normal for me. Maybe not. I do have 3 finished objects and 4 works in progress to show you. And I have quite a bit of acquisitions. Yes, I do. So let's just get started with my finished objects. And the first one I want to show you is this dishcloth. I want to make sure I have it the right side around. So here it is. And this is a knit washcloth from the kitchen sink shop. And this is called the Ambah dishcloth. And it is the dishcloth for the month of June. And it's a free pattern if you sign up with the newsletter from the kitchen sink shop. And if you do that every month, you get a free knitting pattern for a washcloth or dishcloth. And here is June's. So there we go. And I've been keeping up with this. I've done this in years past and I don't keep up, but I have made all 6 so far, 1 for every month. So there we go. And let's see, I used a 3.25 millimeter needle for this, and all of her patterns call for worsted weight cotton yarns and a 3.25 millimeter needle, and they come out really well with that. And let's see, so the yarn that I used for that is this yarn. It's a Hobby Lobby yarn. And I love this cotton. It's 100% cotton, and it's a number 4 worsted weight yarn, and the colorway is pale denim, and it's 100 grams for 180 yards. So I've made, well, I have 2 skeins of this going, and I think this might be the 3rd washcloth I've used. So you can get quite a few washcloths. So I think with this skein I've at least made 2. You could probably get 4 washcloths out of this. So this one here, I'm thinking I could probably get 2 more out of this, because I think I did 2 out of this one and 1 out of the other one that I have over there in the scraps. So yeah. So there is that work in progress, or I'm sorry, that finished object. It's all finished. And now I have 2 pairs of socks to share with you, knit socks. And here is the first pair. Here they are. And these were a works in progress for a few weeks. So if you've been watching my videos, you've seen these, but now they're done. And it's just a vanilla sock. I knit my socks cuff down. I cast on 64 stitches, and as you can see, I like to do a shorty sock. So I do 15 rows of the ribbing, 2x2 ribbing, and this here is 20 rows in the leg area, ankle area, and I like to do an afterthought heel. Let's see, I did these on, actually, yes, I did these on DPNs, 2.25 millimeter DPNs. I normally use magic loop, but I did these. I wanted something a little different, so I did these on DPNs. But let's see, there we go. And then I just do a regular, I guess it's a wedge toe, and do a Kitchener stitch at the end, and they match. I like my socks to match very much. And the yarn, here is what I have left of the yarn. Here is what I have left. And this yarn is Mustache Yarns. Here's their label. And this colorway is Old Ben. It's a Star Wars reference. She has a line of Star Wars yarns that she brings out periodically, usually around May the 4th, because that's Star Wars Day. But she has brought them out other times of the year as well. So, and these olive mustache, I don't know if it's all of them, but anyway, they do a perfectly self-striping sock, must match skeins, which are 2 identical skeins twisted together. And then when you untwist it and go to wind up your yarn, you get 2 50-gram hanks of yarn to wind up. And they start at the same place so that you can get matching socks. Makes it a little bit easier so you don't have to cut any yarn or anything like that. So there we go, and these are definitely for me. I'm keeping these. So the yarn is, it's a 75-25 superwash merino nylon, 460 yards for 100 grams. So I love these. I love them, and they are finished. And let's see, I put these in Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady, I'm sure you've all heard, has her summer sock camp. So I put these on Ravelry in her group for summer sock camp. Yep, so that's it about that. And then my last finished object is another pair of knit socks, and here they are. Ooh, look at these. And I have 2. Look at these. I love these. Oh, this is so fun. So these I had just barely started when I last did a video. I can't think fully. Yeah, I don't think I had much done. But these are DK socks, so they work up very quickly, and they're finished, and they match. Oh gosh, I love them. Look at the colors. I love them. So the for DK socks, I use Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady. She has a free pattern on Ravelry for DK socks, and I use her stitch counts, or how many stitches to cast on. That's mainly what I used for hers, and I used 48 stitches. I cast on 48 stitches, which is the medium. That seems to fit me fine because I am a loose knitter. So these are 48 stitches cast on, and I do like the shorty socks. And then after that, I don't really follow the rest of her pattern. I don't know if I did it one time or not, but hers aren't shorty socks. I just basically used it for the how many stitches to cast on. So after that, I did my own thing. I do a 2x2 rib for 10 rounds because these are DK socks, and I believe this is 10 rounds. And I did a wedge toe with a Kitchener at the end, and I did an afterthought heel on these as well. And oh, the needles I used, I did do magic loop for these, and I used a 3.25 needle for these. Oh, they're so fun. I love the colors. I love the colors. So the needles I have them around backwards, but I used these needles here, and these are from Brick House Fiber Arts Prism Hexagon Circular Knitting Needles, and I loved these mainly because of the cord. The cord is fantastic. It's a 32-inch cord, but it is so drapey, this cord. There is no memory with the cord. I love the cords on these. I love them. They're so drapey. So I use those needles, and here are the needles. So they're not round. They're like, well, they're hexagon. And there they are. And the yarn I used is from Freckled Whimsy. Here's their label, and here's what I have left of the skein. And the mini, it comes with a mini. So it comes with a 100-gram skein and a mini. And this yarn is from their monthly self-striping club for May 2024. Now, I don't belong to the monthly clubs because actually they're all sold out, but she does extras, and I picked up an extra one. So that's how I got this. And the colorway for these is Strawberry Patch, and it is 100 grams. Let's see, 245 yards for 100 grams, and then the mini is 20 grams, and it's 75/25 superwash merino. And here they are. So fun. I love these. I love these. So that is all of my finished objects. And so now we're going to move on to WIPs. So as I said earlier, I have 4 works in progress. 2 of them are crocheted and 2 of them are knitting. And I'll show you the crocheted ones first. And the first one is living in this bag. And this is a bag by Cottontail Farms. And if you've watched my channel before, you know that I love their bags. So this project is called the Serena Market Bag, and it is by Willow Yarns. And this is a free pattern on Ravelry. And I will show you what I have done so far. So not much, but here we go. This is what I have so far. Now the pattern calls for DK weight yarns, 2 DK weight yarns held together, but I'm just using a worsted weight yarn. And it calls for a cotton, and this is the yarn that I'm using is a cotton blend. And here's the yarn that I'm using, and this is a Karen cake. It is the Karen Cotton Angel Cakes. There is the label. And the colorway of this yarn is Ice Teal. And like I said, it's a number 4 weight yarn, worsted weight yarn. And it's 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. And it has 250 grams for 530 yards. And I am using a 6mm crochet hook in my, I don't know where it is. Here it is. My tulips. So that's the crochet hook that I'm using. And I went on a, I got on Ravelry one day and I downloaded all of these free patterns for market bags that were crocheted and knitted. And this is the one. I hope I get more done. But this is the first one I'm working on. Let's see, anything else about that? Nothing else. So I don't know if this looks smaller. I think it looks a little smaller than I thought it would look, like width-wise, but maybe not. Maybe not. And I will say this, one of the rows in the pattern, the stitch count is off. There's a mistake. I can't remember which row. But if you, I think it's somewhere in the base of it, of the project. And I kind of just guessed. I'm not sure I guessed right because I feel like this is a little off, but it's okay. Especially once you have washed it and you've used it a bit, it's really not going to matter. But if you decide to make this bag and you have a problem with one of the rows, you can send me an email and ask me if it's the correct row that I'm talking about, and maybe I'll try to help you. So there is that works in progress. And the next crocheted works in progress you've seen before, although it's been a minute since I've worked on it, but I decided to pick it up again, and it's living in this bag. This is a Nan Bags, and this is also, I got fluff on my nose, this is also a free pattern on Ravelry, and it is called the Daisy Chain Shawl by Kirsten Bishop. So it's a beautiful shawl. It's beautiful. And let's see. I can show you my progress. I'm I'm not 100% sure this is the right way around, but here we go. So this is what I have so far, and I'll get in a bit closer to show you where I was the last time. So let's see if I got this. So the last time I was there, so I've done about that much. The rows are getting longer, obviously, so they take longer to go through, but look at it, it's beautiful. And the lace details, I don't really know if you can really get a, if this is a good, if you're getting a real good look at it. I can't believe it's free, all this detail. And the pattern is brilliant because they have, I can't really show you. I know it's a free pattern, but I don't want to show you. I still don't want to show you, but each row, there are written instructions, obviously, and then right underneath it, there is charted instructions. So it just shows you the written row and just the charted instructions for that row. So if you're learning how to read charts, I suggest this pattern because it's like, I gotta show you a little bit. I just won't get too close. Oh, that's getting blown out. But see, so here is the written instructions, and then here is the charted instructions. I think that's a really good, it's a really good way to learn how to read charts. And if you're going to do like a pattern where there's multiple repeats throughout each row, a chart is much easier than trying to read a big, I mean, look at the written row would be like that long. To sit there and read that over and over, you could get lost. I do. So, and it's free and it's beautiful. So the yarn that I'm using is this yarn by Hobby Lobby. It is Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody. There's the label. And here we go. It's starting to get floppy. I did start from the center, which I don't normally like to do because look, it's going to all fall in on itself. But I thought it would look better if it started with the lighter and then eventually went to the dark teal. I thought that would look better. So anyway, so this is a #1 weight yarn, and it is a 60% cotton, 40% acrylic blend. It is 918 yards for 198 grams, and this is called Teal of Fortune. Teal of Fortune. And then I'm using a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook for that. And there's the progress for that one. I'm loving it. It's drapey. It's so nice. And I haven't, excuse me, I do have another one of these because I think the yardage, you can make this as, you know, as big as you want, as small as you want, whatever. You just, because there are, I think it's, at a certain point, you repeat the rows. So, but I think that the pattern calls for more yards than this. So this is 918 yards, and I think the pattern calls for like 1,000 yards. So anyway, what I was saying is I do have another skein of this. If I need more yarn, if I want it bigger when I'm finished with this. So there are my 2 crocheted projects. And now onto the knitting. And the first one are a pair of socks. And they are living in this bag by Frog Peak Creations. I'm not sure they make bags anymore. And this is, like I said, a pair of socks. And this is another free pattern, and it is called the, where is it? The Popcorn and Toast. And they are by Vanessa de los Reyes. And here they are. So I haven't gotten very far on them. So you're not gonna be able, hopefully this yarn will show the pattern. I think that it will. You can't really see it now. I did want to do a pattern sock, and I saw this yarn knit with a different pattern, and that pattern that I saw is actually has not been released yet. I think it was part of a make along or something like that, and they haven't released it yet. I think it's won't be released till the fall. So I went looking for another pattern to see if it would work, and I'm not sure. If not, I will just rip it out and just do vanilla socks, but I don't think you can even see the pattern. So I'm knitting these on magic loop on 2.25 needles, and I cast on 64 stitches, and I did a 2x2 rib so far, and then I'm following the pattern. I think I just have 2 repeats done. 2 repeats. So the yarn, I got something in my eye, sorry about that. So here is the yarn that I'm using. Here we go. And this is Superba Vintage Yarns. There we go. And it's 100 grams, 420 meters, 75% virgin wool, and 25% polyamide. And I'm not sure of the colorway. If there's a colorway or it's just a color number, I think so. But here it is. Now this is not as soft as Superwash, but it's still okay to work with. I still enjoy working with it. I'm not really sure about, I know you can't really see the pattern. I can see it here. We'll see. I'll work a bit more on it and see if it makes any difference. But yeah, I think that's it. And all these patterns, everything that I can link down below, I will link down below. So my last works in progress is Living in This Bag by Madder Root. And this project will also lead into my acquisitions because I did buy some yarn to start this project. And the name of the project is the This or That MKAL by Ambah O'Brien. And this MKAL started on June 14th, this past Friday, and I started working on it over the weekend. And there will be 4 clues total, and each one will come out every Friday until July 5th. That will be the last clue. So if you are working on this knit along and you don't want to see the progress I have made, because you don't want any spoilers, I am about to show you the progress I have made on clue 1. But I will just say that I have chosen to do the wrap. So you are able to choose between a wrap or a shawl, and I think it was like a V-shaped shawl. So I chose to do the wrap because I have some other shawls on the go, and I thought a wrap would be nice. So I chose to do the wrap. And so just to let you know, I am going to show you what I have done so far. So if you don't want any spoilers, you need to look away. But here we go. So there are 2 parts. I think it's considered 2 parts to clue 1, and I am still on the first part. And this is it so far. There's my progress. And I think I am about halfway done with this, the first part of clue 1. And I love the texture of this. It's so squishy. So there we go. So the mystery, so this knit along asks you to use 3 yarns. And here are the 3 yarns that I have chosen to use. these 3 yarns, and these, I've used these so far. So like I said, I've chosen to use these 3 yarns, but I'm not sure about this yarn here because I think I would like something, I think I would prefer like a blue instead of this. Let's see, I have some yarns here that I thought maybe would go better. I thought maybe this yarn. I know it seems like it's too close to this, but it did say when you were choosing yarns that the 3rd color could be closer to this, to color 1 or color 2. So I thought about that, and it would be real subtle. I thought that would look good. Or I thought maybe this yarn. I'm not sure yet, but I think I like either 2 of these better than this one. If you have an opinion and you want to give me some ideas on what I should do, I'd appreciate it down below in the comments. So this was the original choice. Well, it actually wasn't the original choice, but we'll get to that in a second. So this is what I thought I had decided on for sure. But then I thought, I dug out some other yarns, and I thought maybe this one, and that's very pale. This is pale. And it also, look at it, it's poor thing, it's coming undone. It also has a little bit of speckles in it, not too much. And I know there'll be lace in the knit along, but I don't think it would be enough to interrupt anything. So there's that one. There's that choice I thought of, possibly. And then maybe this one. Oh, that one looks kind of good too. Yeah, so maybe help me decide. If you have an opinion, I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm using a 3.75 needle for this, and all the yarn are fingering weight yarns. And this yarn here, this is not an acquisition. This is a Miss Babs yarn. It is called Coastal, let me see here, Coastal Fog. And like I said, it's a fingering weight, and it is on their tart base. So it's a big skein. The tart skeins are big skeins. They are 500 yards for 122 grams, and they're 75% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and 10% tencel. So I have that yarn there that I'm using for sure. And then the acquisitions, these 2 were acquisitions. These are Spun Right Round yarns. Here's their label. And this is on their classic sock base, 100% superwash merino, 438 yards for 100 grams. And let's see, I'm gonna get all the colorways mixed up. I think this is Car Wash, and I think this is Dream. I think so. But so these, I went to my local yarn shop, Eat.Sleep.Knit, and I bought these 2 yarns. But originally, I just bought these last week. Was it Wednesday or Thursday? I bought these. But originally, I had thought of using these 2 yarns plus this yarn. I was going to use these yarns. I don't know. And then I just didn't want to go for something this dark. I was like, I don't know, that's just too dark. All 3 of these. And that's why I kind of chose this one. That's why I sort of chose that one. So this one here is beautiful. It's the same, spun right round, and everything's the same on it. And this one is called Eggplant. So that leads into some of my acquisitions from Eat.Sleep.Knit. these yarns here. They're beautiful jewel tone colors. They're beautiful. But back to the my works in progress. I think that's really about it. So yes, so this is what I have so far, and I hope to keep up with it. I have another mystery knit along by Romy Hill that I have kind of tucked away, but I had just finished that shawl by Ambah O'Brien, and I really wanted to start her mystery knit along that she does every year. It's the first time I've done the mystery knit along, and I really hope that I'll keep up with it. So fingers crossed. So that is all of my acquisitions, and I'm sorry, all of my works in progress and part of my acquisitions. So you saw these spun right round yarns that I bought at Eat.Sleep.Knit. I also bought one other little thing from there, and it is this Barocco Comfort yarn. Ooh. And in this is, I don't know if there's colorways or if it's just a number, but I had bought some quite a few weeks back, this same yarn in a blue and a yellow, and I wanted the white to make an amigurumi for my granddaughter. She would like a whale, so I thought, well, I need a white. So I went and I bought 2 skeins of the same yarn, but I got it in white. It is so insanely soft. It is, oh. So like I said, it's Barocco Comfort yarn. It's 50% superfine nylon and 50% superfine acrylic. And it is a number 4 medium. It's almost like a DK, really. It's very small worsted. And it's 100 grams, 210 yards. I have to tell you, it's so soft. So I got these 2 as well from Eat.Sleep.Knit, which I'm very blessed is like 20 minutes from my house. Okay, and then I bought some yarn. This is over Memorial Day weekend. I've already opened this, but I wanted to show you how cute it was, how it came. So it came in this box, and this label, Yarn Café Creations label. And then I opened the box, and the yarn came in this. Isn't that cute? So it's like I said, it was the Memorial Day sale, and they had their clearance yarn. They marked them down to like $15, and these I got 2 of the yarns, and they're the same color. I've already opened them, but I wanted to put them all back so that you could see how cute they all came. Because I think the packaging really is, it really adds to it. So they came all wrapped like this. And here is the, here's her card, Yarn Café Creations. And then I will show you the yarn. I got DK weight. Here it is. Here they are. They're beautiful. So this is on their Biscotti DK base, and the colorway is Thicket, and it's 85% superwash merino wool, 15% nylon, and there are 245 yards for 100 grams. So there is that. Here's the dog. Here is the dog. Hello, puppy. Hello, puppers. You can't jump up here. No. You can say hi. Say hi. Okay, you got to get down. You can't be near all this yarn. Go on, get down. Thank you, buddy. So I babysit him with my grandkids in the summer. Go on. Hang on one second. I gotta get him out of here. So I was showing you the yarn that I got from Yarn Café Creations, and here it is one last time with their cute labels. See the little snaps on them? Isn't that cute? So this is what I got during their Memorial Day sale. So there is that. And then the last thing I have to share with you is some yarn and a bag that I got from Bumblebee Acres. So here is the first skein. And this is called Silver Bullet. That is the colorway. This is on their squishy sock base. And it is 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon. And it has 463 yards for 100 grams. So I'm not really sure if it's really picking up the silver, but it's also, it's like a silver blue with blue hints to it. So there it is. I'm trying to get more tonals and not so much variegated yarns. So that's the first thing I got. And then here is the second one. And this one is, everything is the same. It's on their squishy sock base. Everything's the same. And this is called I'll Await Your Raven. So, and this is, it's like a black yarn, but there's a blue hint to it as well. I thought they went really well together. They just have these blue undertones to them. So those two, I got these two. And then the bag. Now the bag is actually from Hannah Lou Designs. I've shown her bags a couple of times before. And here it is. So this is from this is Magical Creatures. That is the name of the bag, and it's a Harry Potter inspired bag. So here is Hannah Lou's card. That's her card. And as far as I know, you can only get her bags on the Bumblebee Acres website. But if she has a website of her own, I'll link that down below as well. She makes beautiful bags, beautiful bags. So I got this. Now, this is supposed to be, all of this is supposed to be Harry Potter inspired, and it says that it is on the on my receipt. But when I look at these yarns, it says I'll Await Your Raven, and it says Outlander Inspired Collection, because they do Outlander yarns as well, and this one does as well. It says, this is on the label, it says Outlander Inspired Collection. But when I got these yarns, they had a Harry Potter update. So I'm not really sure. There's just a little mistake in the labels, but that's okay. It's beautiful. I was kind of wondering, like Silver Bullet. I wasn't really sure what that was a reference to, or even I'll Await Your Raven, although that would, I mean, that makes sense for Ravenclaw. I'm a Ravenclaw. I don't know. I wasn't really sure about the names, but it's still beautiful stuff. So this is what I got from Bumblebee Acres for their Harry Potter update. And that is all that I have to share with you. So I got a lot of yarn, and if you've been watching my channel, you know I said I wasn't going to get any more yarn till October. Well, just pretend I didn't say that. So, but I don't have any more yarn coming, so that's good, and hopefully I will not buy any more yarn now until October. We shall see. So if you've lasted this long, again, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And that is it for today, and I hope to see you all next week. So enjoy the rest of your week, and until then, bye for now.